You must be thinking about making a move to Woodneath Farms. Well, you've come to the right place because here we are out in front of the subdivision at the entrance, and I'm going to take you on a tour through the neighborhood. We're going to drive through the neighborhood. We're going to check out what it would feel like as you're driving through to your new home. And then we're going to take you and give you a bird's eye view by using the helicopter drone. And we're going to fly you over the neighborhood, give you a sense of what the layout of the neighborhood looks like, the surrounding areas and that sort of thing. Then we'll head back to my office. I'm going to hop on the map view and I'm going to show you all of the important things you're going to want to know. The schools, the restaurants, the grocery stores, everything you're going to need to know when deciding if Woodneath Farms is the place for you. And then if you stick around to the end, I'm going to reveal the #1 reason that families choose to make Woodneath Farms the place that they call home and the place that they raise their family. Hi, I'm Max Jones. I'm with the Mojo Real Estate team, and my partner Zach and I have been in business for over 20 years helping people just like you move to both Woodneath Farms and the surrounding Kansas City metro area. We absolutely love it. But don't take my word for it. We have over 650 Google reviews online, so you can hop on Google and check us out, see what our clients have to say about us. So with that being said, let's go, let's drive through the neighborhood, and then we will head back to the office. All right, well, we made it back to my office, and now we're going to dive into the details, everything that you need to know about Woodneath Farms and what makes it an amazing place to live. So Woodneath Farms, we'll start with a little bit of the history of Woodneath Farms. It was developed by Hunt Midwest, which is owned by the Lamar Hunt family, who also owns the Chiefs and many other things. But Lamar Hunt family, the Hunt Midwest, developed the property starting in 2022. So as of today, it's right around 21 years old. And it was developed in 3 phases. Well, a little more than 3, actually. Several phases. Named the Lake, the Links. So the Links actually backs up to Shoal Creek Golf Course. The Groves, the Highlands, and the Villas. So the Villas actually offers a little bit of maintenance provided community, and I think there might even be some multifamily with a couple of duplexes on the north side, if I'm not mistaken. But of all those phases, it equals about 700 homes in the community. The builders for that you'll find in Woodneath Farms are primarily, there's more than just these few, but primarily Aspen, McFarland, Olympus, Patriot Homes, and SAB. Those are the ones noted on the website for Woodneath Farms. We'll put a link to that website in the description as well. The price ranges currently are about $400 to $800. Occasionally you'll see one that backs to the golf course that will creep up a little over $800. But the good chunk of them, if you pull comps for the past 365 days, are right between that $400 and $800 price range. And there is currently only 1 lot remaining. So if you want to build a new house in Woodneath Farms, there's only 1 more lot remaining. And I don't think it's the best lot. I think that's why it's still remaining. The location, I've got it pulled up on the map here. And before we dive into the location, I've got it zoomed in. Woodneath Farms is this right here. I'll draw the cursor around it. So it goes up to 96th Street. Clear on the north side, there's an entrance right here at 96th Street and goes down Flintlock. And the main entrance is right here. And I will click on the, well, before I do that, I'm gonna zoom out so you can see where it is right here in context to the Kansas City Metro. If we zoom way out, you can see here's the Kansas City Metro area. And Woodneath Farms is right near Liberty. It's actually has a Kansas City address, but it's right near Liberty, right in this little nook right here, just on the east, or the west side rather, of I-35. South of this 291. 291 runs right up here on the north side, and here's 152 highway, which runs east and west across the northland of Kansas City. So it sits just north of 152, just south of 291, just west of 35, and just east of 435 highway, right in this little area right in here. And I'll zoom back in. Here's the airport. So if you were to want to catch the airport from Woodneath Farms, you'd hop on 152 and hit I-29, and you'd be to the airport in about 15 minutes. And then if you wanted to go downtown, say if you were working downtown, you would be about 20 minutes to the Kansas City Center right here in downtown. Or if you wanted to go to the downtown of Liberty, you'd be about 5 minutes. You'd cruise down Flintlock, hit 152, and be in downtown Liberty in about 5 minutes. But we will zoom in and show you a little bit more about the location. So I will click on the map view, the satellite view, gives a little better perspective on exactly what we're looking at here. So Woodneath Farms is right here. All of these homes right here, this development right in here, is about 700 homes, and it is just on the west side of Flintlock. If you're on 152, cruise up Flintlock, and this entrance right here is right by Shoal Creek Elementary, which is the elementary school that services the subdivision, and it's great. And I'll show you the middle school later. But you're just south of 96th Street and just east of Shoal Creek Parkway. And this right here, tucked in here off Shoal Creek Parkway, is Shoal Creek Golf Course, which is a beautiful golf course. Definitely one of the major attractions. It's a par 71, 7,000 yard public golf course, built in 2001 by Steve Wolford. And just a lot of these homes right in here in the links area of the subdivision, right around here, this phase, back to the course. And this little nook right up here is just beautiful. These homes right here that back to the course. So that's the location. As far as the schools go, I mentioned the elementary school. A lot of the kids can just walk to school or ride their bikes to the school here. I'll zoom in on the school. It's a really nice elementary school. My kids actually went to school there. I live over on the other side of Flintlock in Copperleaf here. This is Shoal Creek Elementary School. Really nice campus. You've got some ball fields for the kids to do recess out here, a little playground in the back. And you can also see the walking trails. Another thing that's really nice about Woodneath Farms are the walking trails. I'll back out here and show you where the middle school is. The middle school is Discovery Middle School. So, and the high school is Liberty. So it's the Liberty Blue Jays. But Discovery Middle School, if you take Flintlock Road and come down here through 152, this is kind of where the Liberty Triangle is, where all of the commercial stuff is, all of the shops, Target, and that sort of thing. But if you cruise down through 152 and hit this roundabout and come back under I-35, Discovery Middle School is right here. And it has a really nice campus as well. That's where my son goes to school, my younger boy. And so it's kind of unique. You've got the some of the kids that live near Woodneath Farms in Benson Place and some of that 291 corridor will actually go to South Valley Middle School. But Woodneath Farms and Copperleaf, those kids go to Discovery Middle School, and they actually share a campus, those two middle schools. So they've got more ball fields and a track and a football field. Really nice campus there. And then when they grow up just a little bit more, they will go over to Liberty High School, which is right in here. right by the Liberty Triangle, right in where everything's happening. This is the original Liberty. Liberty High School has been renovated over the years and is just a beautiful school, really highly rated academically, really good sports. They have a little rivalry with Liberty North, which is up on the new high school up on the north side of Liberty. But an amazing football stadium and baseball fields. Liberty baseball is really well known. And I believe it was last year there was a kid that was drafted by a Major League Baseball team. So this is really great campus for Liberty High School, and that's where your kids will go to high school if you live in Woodneath Farms. So I will back out here. We'll go back over to Woodneath and talk a little bit about the amenities offered in the subdivision. I mentioned the walking trails. You can kind of see them here. Here's a part of the trail, and it goes around this lake. There's a lot of trails throughout the subdivision. There is right here, you can see from your bird's eye view is a shot of the pool. Right at the entrance here is a clubhouse and pool, and I believe there's even a little swim team that operates out of here, and a really nice pool for the HOA. The Homes Association is $525 annually, and so there are some play areas throughout the subdivision. I think they're up on the north side. So yeah, here's a tennis court up on the north side, and you've got some more of the walking trails that you can see. I know there's a play area in somewhere inside the subdivision here. I don't really need to hunt it down, but there's a little playground in the subdivision, and tennis courts, walking trails. That pretty much does it for the maintenance, or for the amenities. Unless you're up in here, I believe this is where some of the maintenance provided patio homes and villas are up here on this clear on this northeast corner of the subdivision. A couple things to be aware of. We'll put a link to the covenants and restrictions on our website. So if you want to have a look at what the Homes Association, what the restrictions are, you'll be able to look on there. You won't be building a home in Woodneath Farms, so you won't really need to know square footage requirements and that sort of thing. But one thing you'll notice is the front elevation has to incorporate brick. I believe 1/3 of the front elevation of every home in Woodneath Farms has brick incorporated somehow or another. So it gives the neighborhood a really cohesive feel as you're driving through. Not all the houses look the same, but they all look similar and look like they belong to the community. So I think that's really a nice touch for the subdivision. The neighborhood also, I know this is important to a lot of folks, the internet that's offered is high-speed fiber by AT&T. I don't know if they have Google Fiber. I think they do, but I know my subdivision has Google Fiber. I'm almost certain Woodneath Farms does as well. But you got high-speed fiber internet throughout the subdivision. And the electric company is Evergy, the gas company is Spire, and the water company is Kansas City, Missouri Water. So that pretty much covers the subdivision itself. What I'd like to tell you now is give you a little more information about the neighborhood attractions. Nearby the neighborhood are a couple of things that are definitely noteworthy. The first is the Kansas City, Missouri Temple for the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints. Right here, the Kansas City, Missouri Temple is just a beautiful temple here that you can can't really tell from this view, but it is really, you can see it in the skyline. In fact, you're kind of in Woodneath Farms and in Copperleaf over here. You're kind of on a hill that overlooks some of downtown. So, when you're going down the walking trails and you get up, especially on the north end of the subdivision, when you get up on top of the hill, you can get a view that overlooks, you can see Worlds of Fun and you can see the downtown Kansas City skyline. So Worlds of Fun is here. It's a big amusement park, and you can see the roller coasters in the skyline. And then the downtown Kansas City is here with a lot of skyscrapers, and you can see those clear from your view when you're out walking the walking trails in Woodneath Farms. A couple other attractions. I wouldn't really, I guess it's not really an attraction, but it is for me because I like to hunt and fish, and Rogers Sporting Goods is right over here. You've got, your chain stores like Dick's Sporting Goods is nearby, and a couple others, but Rogers is awesome. It's a locally owned hometown sporting goods store that has tons of fishing and hunting stuff. I definitely recommend it, and just a short drive from Woodneath Farms. Oh, the hospital, you'd probably want to know where the hospital is. The Liberty Hospital is just over here. So Woodneath is right back here. If you go up Flintlock and get on 291 and then take this outer road along 35 Highway, you take it up here to Liberty Hospital, and this is where all the babies are born, and people are, fixed up and stuff over here at Liberty Hospital, which is a world-class hospital that offers pretty much everything. This Norterre Living Center has an awesome gym and pool. It's a club that you can belong to, Norterre. It's right near Liberty Hospital, but you can see this huge campus, and that's where you go if there's an emergency. If you need some stitches or a cast, that's where you're headed. While we're over here, this here is Hallmark Cards. Their world headquarters for Hallmark is located in Liberty, and that's where a ton of people work. It's a major employer for the area, is Hallmark. But if you go back over here to Woodneath, some of the other major attractions, one more I'll point out is Clayview. If you take Flintlock from Woodneath, Clayview is a pool, I believe they have a swim club, but it's a pool that we belong to. The neighborhood pools are nice for Copperleaf and Woodneath, but they're kind of small. So once you get a bunch of kids splashing around in there, if you want to go somewhere a little bit bigger, you can go down just past Sam's Club, and you can go to Clayview, which is right here. If you make a left in here, it's Genesis Clubs bought out Clayview, but it is a really great place if you want a high dive and an Olympic-sized swimming pool. They have, in the wintertime, they put these bubbles over the top of put a bubble over the top of the pool, so it's heated. So in the wintertime, you can go in and swim and get your laps in. They have big tennis courts here, and some of them are indoors. So it's a tennis club and swimming club, and then I believe in this side over here is Genesis has a workout facility, so you can belong to the club and use all the features that it offers. I think we pay $150 a month or something for to belong to Clayview. Probably going to want to know other attractions. Of course, you've got the golf course right here. We've seen that from the bird's eye view. There are other golf courses that are nearby. So you've got Shoal Creek Golf Course here, and then you've got this one here on the other side of Shoal Creek Parkway is Hodge Park Golf Course. And Hodge Park is not only a golf course, but it also has these walking trails that through all the Shoal Creek area and the trails at Hodge Park. Shoal Creek has a living history museum with this old town that is really just an awesome place to go and have a picnic and take the family and walk around the park. This is a great place to have, within, I mean, you could almost ride your golf cart over there to this area. So you've got the Hodge Park. I think it's 1,000 acres, which is the second largest park in the Kansas City area. You also have for golf courses in the Northland, if you're a big golfer and you want to live on golf with Shoal Creek, I'll zoom out here and show you a couple others. So you have Shoal Creek Golf Course, Hodge Park Golf Course, and then over here is Staley Farms Golf Course, not too far away. And then if you keep going a little bit further, Tiffany Green's golf course is right here. So really all along this 152 corridor, you've got, Staley and Tiffany and Hodge and Shoal Creek. And then down here is one in Platte County is one of Kansas City's most premier golf courses, is the National Golf Course, which you have the National on the north side of 45 and the Deuce side of the National on the south side. So just an awesome, the Northland is fantastic for golf. I'll get us back over here to Woodneath Farms. Zoom in on Woodneath again and go back to this school. You may have noticed when we were talking about the school, the elementary school right here, just on the other side of the entrance, just south of the entrance, also on Flintlock, is this awesome Mid-Continent Public Library. And this is an old Google Maps video, apparently, because it looks like it's during renovation or construction, but they had this Greek Revival farmhouse that was from 1855 rather, and the Mid-Continent Library purchased it back in 2008, this whole 33-acre property, and renovated it and turned it into a huge public library. So if that's your sort of thing, to go to the public library and get lost in the books for the day, this is a great place to do it. Also, it incorporates a lot of walking trails around this 33-acre property of theirs. It is really awesome to have that right across the street from where I live. Not really attractions, but something you're going to want to know is all about the shopping. So shopping is abundant if you live in Woodneath Farms. I mean, you only have to go, sometimes my kids will even walk down to Target, but you only have to go 5 minutes to Target. You've got Home Depot, you've got all the box stores that you could ever want right in here. Lowe's and Walmart, and here's another Academy Sports, Sam Clubs down here. You name it, you've got tons of shopping right in here. But the one thing I want to point out that I want you to be aware of, I like local stores, and down here is Crowley's Furniture Store, which is really just a beautiful furniture store that's locally owned and is right in here. Crowley's Furniture Store. And another great place that I like to eat, I don't think it's locally owned, but is Conrad's is a great place to grab a bite, and they have a huge beer selection, tons of beers on tap right at Conrad's. And this is Hy-Vee, which is one of the grocery stores that you're going to want to know about. So Hy-Vee is probably the closest grocery store, one I really prefer to go to. Hy-Vee's great, but I prefer to go north on Flintlock and come up to this shopping area up here, which has Price Chopper. For some reason, I prefer Price Chopper. My wife goes to Hy-Vee, and we've got a battle going, but Price Chopper is up here, and there's some little restaurants right in this area too. One I like to point out is Red Door is a great place to have brunch. Red Door. You've also got Nikki's Pizza, which I believe is a locally owned little pizza shop a lot of people love. So right in this little area, you've got a good little amount of shopping options up here as well. And Eagle Animal Hospital is where we take our dog to the vet. My wife knows the owner. She goes to CrossFit with the owner of Eagle Animal Hospital. A couple other places that you should know about on my list that I like is you want to know Sprouts. If Hy-Vee and Price Chopper don't do it for you as far as organic, you can go to Sprouts, which is right in here. There's also a First Watch, which is a really good place to, if you can fight the traffic, is a good place to grab some breakfast in the morning. It's right here, First Watch. And then you got your Buffalo Wild Wings, and right by Liberty High School, you've got the B&B Theaters, which is a great place to go to the theater, and they've got all the 3D seats that shoot mist on you and move around. They've got the IMAX theater. They've got everything you could want in B&B Theaters. And then Homegrown is really good as far as locally sourced foods. We go there and have some breakfast sometimes. You're really not at a loss to find anywhere to eat or shop or get your groceries right in this little Liberty area. There's also Minsky's Pizza, which is, I think that's pretty unique to Kansas City. It's up here on this 291 area right in here. And we don't need to zero in on it, but it's right around this area here is Minsky's Pizza. I'd like to give them a shout out. You've also got Tasty Thai and Crumble Cookies and Siva, which is a really good Indian restaurant right over here in this shopping center by Best Buy. So tons of places to eat, tons of places to shop. Just a few more things. I appreciate you bearing with me here. A few more things that you're going to want to know about Woodneath Farms and the things nearby are, above all, has a trampoline park that you're definitely going to want to know about for your kids. So there's this little business district right up in here, right alongside I-35. If you come along this Church Road, this outer road, there's a trampoline park above all right here. And there's also, if your kids are a little younger, there's a fun run playground where they have a lot of birthday parties and stuff. But if they're older, you can drop them off at the trampoline park, and a couple hours later, you've bought yourself some freedom and go back and pick up the kids from the trampoline park. Downtown Liberty is another place. I definitely don't want to leave that off the list. So Woodneath is here. You cruise down into downtown Liberty, and that's where you get a little more of an old historic vibe as far as, locally owned places that you want to go and support. Is La Costa Mexicana is a really good Mexican restaurant in downtown Liberty. Ginger Sue's is a fun little breakfast restaurant. There is a brewery down here too, a little micro brew. Three Halves Brew and Pub right here is a fun little place. So here's the city square right down here, and the courthouse is right here, and right around this city square are a lot of little shops and where you buy your tchotchkes and your that sort of thing. Not really my kind of thing, but a lot of people love that, to go into little antique stores and that sort of thing. And this is where they will have the city, the Liberty Fall Festival. So they'll bring in, the carnies will bring in all the carnival rides and that sort of thing. It will take place right down here in this park right by the police station, right off the city square. And it's a blast every year to take your kids to the Liberty Fall Festival. And before I forget, William Jewell College is right over here. It's a private college that has got a lot of history behind it. We don't need to go into details on William Jewell College, but it is right in the Liberty area. And another thing you're going to want to know is down here, if your kids play sports, baseball and football, just not too far is a fantastic sports complex with football fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, and it's called Cap Fed Sports Complex. A lot of the fields are AstroTurf, so you're not getting rainouts, and it is an awesome little spot for that you'll definitely be frequenting if your kids play sports. And I think that is all that I have on my list. I mean, it's definitely not an inclusive list, an all-inclusive list. It's a taste of what Woodneath Farms has to offer as a subdivision. It's right in the heart of of everything that's going on in Liberty. Fantastic place to raise a family, and you know, it's really safe neighborhood. And if you want more information on the neighborhood, then feel free to hit me up anytime. Zach and I, if you drop a comment in the description, or if you look in the description, the number there, it will ring either Zach or me at the same, I think it rings us at the same time. So one of us will pick up. We would love to give you more information on Woodneath Farms, you know, really help you dig into the details and address your specific needs. So would love to hear from you, and until then, we'll see you in the next video.